Hi everyone, in today's notes we're going to be taking a look at how to write the equation of a circle, how to graph a circle given the equation, how to graph a circle given the center and radius, and also how to complete the square to write the equation of a circle. So the equation of a circle with a radius of r and a center at the point AB is given by x minus a quantity squared plus y minus b squared is equal to the radius squared. So again, the center would be a, comma, b, and the radius is going to be r. So imagine if we had a circle centered at 0, 0, with a radius of 2, then we could come up with the equation for that circle. So I'm going to say this graph will look something like that. Okay, so if its center is at 0, 0, and the radius is 2, and we plug that information in for a and b and r, then our equation would look like this: x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared is equal to 2 squared. So x minus 0 will just give us x squared, y minus 0 just gives us y squared, and 2 squared gives us 4. So we have the equation x squared plus y squared equals 4. And that would be the equation of the circle graphed over to the left. All right, in our first example, it's pretty standard. It says identify the center and radius for the circle with the equation x minus 3 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 25. So we want to find the center, and we want to identify the radius. And you might find it helpful as you get started to have that standard form written below it. So that's x minus a quantity squared plus y minus b squared equals the radius squared. And the center is at a, comma, b. So something to keep in mind is that you basically take the opposite of whatever sign you see there. So since it says x minus 3, the x value of the center will be the opposite of negative 3, which of course is positive 3. For the y's, it says y plus 2, so take the opposite of positive 2, and we get negative 2. So our center is actually at 3, negative 2. On the end here, you see it's telling us that the radius squared is equal to 25, so we need to take the square root in order to solve for the radius. And the square root of 25 is 5. Okay, in order to graph a circle, we do need to know the center and the radius. So what you do, and this is really easy to make a circle, although sometimes it's hard to actually make it look round. Start by graphing the circle, the center. So we have x comma y, so x is negative 2, so start at the origin, go to the left 2, and y is positive 1. So put a point where your center should be. Now the radius is 3, so we want to go 3 units in every direction, but it's easiest just to count in 4 directions. So come from your center and go to the right 3 and put a point. Go back to center, go up 3 and put a point. Back to center, go left 3, put a point. Go back to center, go down 3 and put a point. Okay, now comes the tricky part. You're going to try to connect those 4 points with curves to make your circle. Okay, and that's it for the graph. All right, next we're going to try writing the equation of a circle. Okay, in example 3, this says write the equation of a circle with its center at 1, 2, and the radius equal to 10. So of course the radius is r, and this is our a value and our b value. So take a second and write down standard form. X minus a quantity squared plus y minus b quantity squared is equal to the radius squared. Okay, so next we're going to plug in 1 for a. So you have x minus 1 quantity squared plus, and now we want to plug in 2 for b. So it'll be y minus 2 and plug in 10 for the radius. So it's equal to 10 squared. Simplify what you can. So we really can't do anything on the left-hand side. So we'll recopy that down. But on the right-hand side, we know that 10 squared is 100. And that's it. That's the equation of your circle, centered at 1, 2, with a radius of 10. Right, in example 4, it says the endpoints of a diameter of a circle are 6, 4, and negative 2, 4. Find the center and radius of the circle, then write the equation of the circle. So some people can probably visualize this in their head without a graph, but I'm going to graph it just in case. So you have the point 6, 4 over here, and we have the point negative 2, 4 to the left. And what we're told is that these are the endpoints of our diameter. So think about what this means. The distance between those 2 points is the diameter, and the diameter is equal to the radius times 2. So if we can find how long the segment is between negative 2, 4 and 6, 4, then we can cut that in half to find our diameter. Now, you may have learned the distance formula already, and of course you can use that as well. But since these 2 points are on the same horizontal line, we can say for sure that the distance between them is 8 units, because this distance would be 2, and this would be 6, for a total of 8. And since the diameter is equal to 8, and that's 2 times our radius, we can say our radius is equal to 4. Okay, so far in our equation of the circle, we have x minus a, quantity squared, plus y minus b squared is equal to the radius squared. And we can now put in there that that should be 4 squared on the right-hand side. Okay, next we need to find the center. Well, the center would be the halfway point between the 2 endpoints. So since the whole diameter is 8 units long and halfway would be 4 units, you can either count from the left-hand endpoint 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the right, or go from the right and count 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. Either way you do it, we will be at the point 2, 4. Right, you can also do this part by using the midpoint formula, which again we'll talk about in class at a later date. So the center, being at 2, 4, now tells us our a and b values. So we want to do x minus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to r squared. And that's our final, one last step. Almost caught myself. We have to simplify that right-hand side just a little bit. So leave the left alone, x minus 2 quantity squared plus y minus 4 quantity squared, and set it equal to 16. And that, my friends, is our final answer. Okay, our final example is writing the equation of a circle in standard form by completing the square. So you may remember from Algebra 1 how to complete the square for a quadratic equation, but if not, here are the steps. So we're going to have x squared plus 8x, and I'd like you to put down a blank, because we're going to fill in the blank with a number that makes this something easy to factor. We're going to have plus y squared minus 2y plus blank there as well. This is going to be equal to 8 plus 2 different blanks. The one from the left, from the x's, and one from the y. So when you complete the square, you take that middle number, 8, divide by 2, and square it. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 squared is 16. So if I add 16 to the left-hand side of my equation, I have to add it to the right to keep everything in balance. Okay, complete the square for the y's. You take negative 2 divided by 2 and square it. So it would be negative 1 squared, which is 1. Add 1 to the left and 1 to the right. Okay, on the left-hand side here, you have to factor for the x's, you have to factor for the y's, and on the right, combine all of those like terms. So on the left-hand side, when I factor x squared plus 8x plus 16, it's going to factor into x plus 4 times x plus 4. For the y's, y squared minus 2y plus 1 factors into y minus 1 times y minus 1. And 8 plus 16 plus 1 is equal to 25. Well, x plus 4 times x plus 4 can be written as x plus 4 quantity squared. Y minus 1 times y minus 1 can be written as y minus 1 quantity squared, and that's equal to 25. Okay, we have the equation in standard form, so now we can identify the center at negative 4, 1. Always take the opposite of the sign you see there. And the radius, well, radius squared is equal to 25, so take the square root of r squared, and we come out with a radius of 5. So center at negative 4, 1, radius of 5.